Hello, lovely people. I'm currently dilating, and I'm currently completely naked. So the camera has to be only my face, or YouTube will get angry at me. I would have dilated at another time, but I'm gonna be too tired to do anything after this, and it is something to pass the time. I really need to give a status update. It is day 14 or 15. It's Wednesday right now. Wednesday the Ward of what? It is Wednesday the 26th of July. So first I need to give you a status update on the time that already passed. Because not yesterday, but the day before, I had revisional surgery. So up until that point, it was about 5 or 6 days out of hospital, and I was doing great. I was doing really, really amazing. Excuse me if I'm repeating information because it has been a while since I recorded, and I forgot exactly what I said in the last one, but me and a friend snuck out to the big central shopping plaza via taxi, and we hung out there and we got some pizza. The pizza in Thailand is actually amazing if you go to one of the pizza company chain restaurants. Domino's can eat shit. Those are actually pretty good. And there just happened to be some Japanese mini convention going on. So I got these two cosplay outfits, like full elaborate multiple piece cosplay outfits for a pretty reasonable amount of money. And I'm very, very happy about that. And if you follow me on Facebook, there'll be pictures of them up eventually. But I was doing really, really well until then. I could walk. I could I could sit down for pretty much as long as I wanted, as long as I had my cushion with me. I was doing well. Then revisional surgery hit. I had my first checkup with Saborn since the hospital, and he said, "Well, there's just a little bit of separation, so we're just gonna do that now." I'm like, "Wait, now? Like now?" And yeah, it turns out now. I got put in a hospital gown and sent upstairs, and they operated on me. And it turns out that getting operated on while conscious is either horrific or just a very deep personal fear of mine, because I was shaking and crying the entire time. Thank you to the very sweet nurse who held my hand for the entire duration and was dabbing at my tears with a tissue for said entire duration. So yeah, that was awful. The experience itself was awful. It didn't hurt. It wasn't painful. It just sucked. But the downside of getting another surgery, more cuts, more stitches, is that it really set back my recovery. I was told not to dilate that night. That night was pretty painful. Probably comparable to night 1 or 2 in the hospital in terms of the amount of pain I was feeling. Or at least the first night in the hospital without morphine, rather. It was painful. And day after, that was comparable to 3 days after that. Basically, I feel like I did a redo on my recovery at 2 or 3 times the speed. Dilating right after that was very, very, very difficult. Kind of losing track of the days here, and that's a common effect. You really lose track of time over here because it's just food, dilate, food, dilate, and then you go to the clinic, and then it becomes food, dilate, food. I haven't moved on to dynamic dilation yet. I do that on Friday, so that'll be another major update for you guys. But yeah, just keep an eye out for those revisional surgeries. He also found a bit of necrosis in there, which they're gonna wait to see if it heals naturally. I'm not too sure about that, because ever since I started dilating, and it's kicking in right now, I've been getting this burning pain after about, oh god, it's only been 10 minutes. Usually after about 15 minutes of dilating, and it feels like it's coming from the exact area where that necrosis is. And, you know, if he could have just cut that out and saved me all this pain, then he probably should have. I feel like he probably should have. But no, we're going to leave it, we're going to see if it heals, and knowing my luck, I will have a second revisional surgery before I get out of here. And from what Roxy told me, the lovely slutty French girl who I was spending some time with, that's the rough one. The post necrosis recovery, that's some rough shit. So I guess I should be thankful that they didn't put me through that at least. But this is tough. This is really tough. You know, everyone tells you that dilation just gets harder and harder the longer you do it. Your muscles get more and more angry. And I'm not sure if that's the case. Like, I can feel my muscles tightening. I can feel it getting harder to get to depth in the first place and taking a bit longer. But it's not the problem. The problem's just the burning right now. I don't know if other people are getting the burning. I might ask, if for no other sake than for this video, you know, to catalog whether that's a normal and expected sort of pain. Also, after the touch-up, I was bleeding a lot, and that scared me a lot, because it's just like, they don't communicate enough here, and I understand that there's a language barrier, but they just do not communicate enough here. If you need to know anything, you need to ask them. And given, you know, international phones, given you're probably not on a Thailand phone deal, it can be a real hassle to get a hold of them. So yeah, they don't give you quite enough information, and you really need to go out of your way to do pretty much anything here. Like, they offer a service where they'll charge you a tiny little fee, and they'll send one of the office girls off to gather supplies from the nearest supermarket for you. And like, no one tells you they do that, but it's so useful. It is so incredibly useful, and like, someone should have offered to do that for me while I was in the hospital. If I could have gotten someone to just go and grab me another box of cereal so I could have just eaten that 24/7 in the hospital, that would have been the best thing in the world. Like, there's this stuff that they will do for you, they just never tell you that they'll do it. Support himself is a man of many words and then few. They'll talk your ear off, telling you, you know, his practiced dialogue, but then as soon as you want to know something, or as soon as you want to go a bit off script, he quietens up quite a bit. I don't mean to disrespect him, because he is incredible, and I don't mean to disrespect the clinic in general, because I'm complaining that the post-operative care isn't quite up to scratch when they are one of the only clinics in the entire world that actually offers post-operative care, you know. But at the same time, I don't feel like I don't feel like the shittiness of the competitors is reason to not criticize things that could be criticized. Yeah, the staff just, I don't know. There's also a couple of staff members that just seem like they don't have the time. And maybe they didn't, you know. It was one of the organized clinic days, so it was me and like 6 other girls getting checkups. So maybe they were super busy, and maybe if I had have gone in any other day, they would have been, you know, really nice and helpful. But that wasn't the case. They just seemed at a rush to get me out of their hair. One thing that I did do is set up a Facebook chat called Current Support Patients. And I have, to the best of my ability, invited everyone who's currently either in the hospital or the hotel recovering from Supporn's surgery, or, you know, has arrived at the hotel and is about to get checked into the hospital. I feel like that could be a really good resource. Sorry, I'm yawning a lot. I'm quite tired. Definitely going to bed right after this. Yeah, I feel like that could be a great resource, but it's just a matter of whether anyone is going to maintain it once I'm out of here. Certainly people have been, you know, telling me, hey, this girl just got here, and some people have been adding people themselves, and it's great. I haven't jumped into that leadership role where I'm the only person doing anything. Oh, god damn. Too much talking. So yeah, recap. Not that bad. I was on a great slope upwards, and then revisional surgery kind of cut me down a bit. Also, my psoriasis is going crazy. I get like wounds on my head when I'm stressed, and apparently I'm very, very stressed because, hoo boy. Oh yeah, that's 15, isn't it? Yeah, it's the 15 mark. The burning begins. Yeah, quick recap. The recovery is pretty good. You're probably gonna need a revisional surgery, and it's probably gonna knock your ass flat back down. You know, you just got the surgery, and you stand up, and you're like, hey, I can do this, and then someone comes over and just fucking kicks you in the chest and says, hell no, sit back down, bitch. That's what it felt like. Yeah, right, the one other thing I want to say, I think I may have said this a little before, but I'm gonna keep harping on about it. It is fucking blackmail that the food at this hotel costs as much as it does. I really think that they should be doing a service to us. Just like having to having to add an extra $250 every time to our bill that we are unable to sit down at a restaurant for 30 minutes, or, you know, even walk out the door. It's just predatory. Like that's all it is. It's predatory behavior. It's a predatory setup. But at the same time, you know, they give us hugely discounted rates. They you know, they discount the laundry even though the laundry is still extremely overpriced. They give us free breakfast. Well, they don't give us free breakfast. There is free breakfast and we can come get it if we're able. Which, as someone with a sleeping disorder, even though my sleeping disorder has completely vanished while here in Thailand, don't ask me about that one. That's beyond me. Oh, fuck. Yeah, you have to get down there yourself. And they finish and pack up at 10. So if you're not the kind of person who wants to be out of bed every morning, like out of your bed and out of your room every morning by 9 o'clock, then tough shit. I'm not quite sure why they can't just deliver that to your door, but oh well. Who knows how many staff they actually have employed here, so maybe they just don't have enough. Fuck people. So yeah, as you can see, bit of a world of difference from my last dilation video. Convolution, pain is an illusion. Bit of a world of difference. This is with 2 tramadol, by the way, but I don't think the tramadol. I know I keep switching the name between tramadol and tramol. It's called tramadol back home, but they call it tramol here. Doesn't seem to help. Doesn't seem to do a damn thing. So I don't know what kind of pain is going on that isn't stopped by conventional painkillers, but I'm certainly not the only one that's having that experience. As one other girl in particular who is having enormous, massive, intolerable pain during her dilations, and absolutely nothing that they give her seems to help. And I have immense empathy, sympathy, and respect for the girl that she's still toughing it out. I guess I am too. Because this hurts, motherfucker. Alright. I've got 10 minutes to go, so I'm going to do my best to find something to distract myself. Hopefully less time between now and the next video. Take care, guys. Love and respect.